LLaMa 3 just dropped 15 trillion tokens it was trained on. So I thought it would be a really good opportunity to just have a look at how you train visual language models and how we can benefit from all the hard work that Meta they did to train LLaMa 3. Okay, so let's get started. I told you already how these visual language models, VLMs, they are a composition of a text model that could, for example, be LLaMa 3 that just came out, and an image encoder that could be Clip. Now, these two models, they communicate by computing embeddings individually for respectively text and images. And then there's this little projection component that makes sure to take text embeddings and image embeddings and somehow align them such that the large language model and all the reasoning power it has can also leverage all the information from the images. Okay, so that's really, really cool. And I thought it would be really good to stack up the training procedure for this projection layer against the training LLaMa itself. And then the cool thing here is that these VLMs, they're really, really modular in the sense that you don't need to train all the 70 billion parameters of the LLaMa 3 model again. You just need to train this little projection layer, and then you can only suffice with fine-tuning LLaMa in the end. Cool, so you fix all the parameters in these two other models, and then you just train this little thing. That's called pre-training. And then finally, what you do is you do instruction tuning, which is basically teaching the visual model now how to do specific tasks. So if you want it to be able to read text, you have to show it a lot of images with text and ask it to read out loud the text in some variation or another. If you wanted to do math, you need to show it a lot of math problems within images. If you wanted to do visual question answering, I can show you an example here of how that would look. You would show a lot of examples like this one, where you say the human is asking what precautions is the woman taking while walking in this weather, and then you show the model what it's supposed to answer. And you do this a lot of times, and then you can teach models a lot of different things. Okay, so how does the training stack up? With LLaMa 3, the one that was just released by Meta, they trained their model on H100 GPUs, 80 gigs of VRAM, 700 watts. The smaller model, 8 billion parameters, was trained for 1.3 million GPU hours. That's 390 tons of CO2 emission. It was, however, offset by the sustainability program at Meta. So I'm not trying to hunt anyone. I'm actually I think it's very nice that it's so modular that we can reuse this particular model for many things down the line. Okay. Now, if we look at LLaVa, it was trained also like roughly 8 billion. The most comparable one is the 7 billion one. It was trained for, 160 hours on an A100. So that's way, way less. And an A100 only takes 400 watts. So comparing these against each other means that if you take the 1.3 million GPU hours at 0.7 kilowatts, it gives this much CO2. While if you take 660 hours at 0.4 kilowatt, you get 27 kilos of CO2 emission. So that's like 0.007% of the CO2 emission to get one of these visual language models. So it's really cheap in terms of emission and power consumption to get these models once you have the base models. And so that means that all the hard work that Meta they did to train LLaMa 3, it's something that we can reuse again and again for specific problems. We take these models, we take a vision component, and we instruction tune these two things together. We pre-train a little bit to get the projection there, and we instruction tune to do exactly what we need them to do. And then we can get very, 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 very powerful models at a fraction of the cost of training these sort of, I guess, like true foundation models. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I am pretty excited about seeing all the new models that will very soon come out with LLaMa 3 as their backbone.